So, have you played Elite Dangerous? To quote the game developers, Elite Dangerous is the latest installment in a long series of epic space games, starting with Elite, one of the most successful games in the 1980s. Well, that was about as helpful as a 2007 YouTube tutorial. So what is an epic space game, and how is it elite, or dangerous? Well, let me tell you. Elite Dangerous boasts a collection of around 30 spaceships, each with their own unique strengths and weaknesses. Every ship has the same basic controls and unsettlingly orange HUD for flight and navigation, so once you can pilot one, you can more or less pilot them all. The problem then is the fact that the controls have the complexity of a huge Rubik's Cube, and your very life depends on solving it. Though there are tutorials in-game, they're far from comprehensive, and by the time you're done with them and you enter the main game, you feel like you've been dropped in the middle of the ocean with nothing but a rubber raft and a paddle and told to survive. When I first got the game, I played it for about an hour, nearly crashed into a star, then gave up because I had no idea what I was doing. After 100 hours of the game, I can confidently say that the complexity of the ships is not a bad thing, because once you learn it, you really feel like you can fly a spaceship. It's so immersive that sometimes you forget that you're actually a regular person sitting in an overpriced gaming chair. The controls aren't the only thing that are complicated. The ships are as customizable as a Lego set. Not that I would know anything about that really, no. Nothing. The amount of different slots and modules you can put on ships is amazing. If only I knew what any of these things meant. Heat efficiency? Clip size? Gimbal? That one. So, you've fit your ship, and after 4 hours of googling, what is the best early game ship in Elite Dangerous, you're ready to take to the stars. Space is big. Elite Dangerous is a 1-to-1 scale recreation of the Milky Way, with 400 billion star systems to explore. Wait. 400 billion! It also has parts of our galaxy that are accurate to real life. Gotta hand this game over to speedrunners, we'll have our galaxy explored in
4,000 years.
Okay, never mind. I think this is one of the areas where Elite Dangerous excels. The sense of scale you get when flying around in your tiny speck of a spaceship is honestly incredible. With the Horizons DLC, you have the ability to land on a vast array of planets too, each with their own strength of gravity and resource deposits which incentivize you to go to them. Exploring the depths of space is captivating, but also lonely. Even with the real players and NPCs, 99% of the galaxy is void of life. This could be boring to some, not me. If you want to go exploring though, you're going to need a ship. The Sidewinder you get at the start of the game can travel through space at the pace of a legless tortoise. So if you want to go anywhere interesting, you're going to end up googling what is the best exploration ship, Elite Dangerous, and you'll discover you need a lot of space money. In Elite Dangerous, you use credits, not Great British Pound Sterling or the US dollar. And you're going to need a lot of them. This is where the game doesn't shine. There's a variety of ways to make money: mission running, piracy, mining. But like any other RPG, there's always going to be that one way that's way faster and usually way more boring than all the others. Oh boy. So, let's say you want a decent exploration ship. Chances are you're going to have to spend a good few hours grinding out missions for a certain faction, or sitting holding down fire on your mining lasers. This is definitely the biggest problem I have with the game. If you want the ship of your dreams, you're just going to have to spend ages working towards it. More often than not, the end result is satisfying, but it simply isn't fun to repeat the same boring task over and over. But did I do it anyway? Maybe. Behold! My Anaconda, one of the most versatile and powerful ships in the game, capable of deep space exploration or fighting in long engagements, and it took me multiple days to get. I wouldn't say I regret my hours of money grinding, I just wish it was more enjoyable. But the real question is, What am I going to use this ship for? Exploration? Or perhaps combat? Yeah, combat's amazing. And I'm great at it. Okay, maybe I'm not amazing, but the variety of weapons and tactics is great. I have little to say other than... it's good. So, is Elite Dangerous an epic space game? Well, it's certainly a game about space, but it's not a long poem typically derived from an ancient oral tradition. Wait, hang on. Well, it's certainly a game about space, and it's definitely an exceptionally long or arduous... How does arduous mean? Yes, Elite Dangerous is an epic space game. When you learn the ropes of spaceship command, you feel like an elite, and that questionably thin layer of cockpit glass does feel dangerous, so it definitely lives up to its name. That's not actually why it's called that though, don't hate me. This game's immersed in its next level. You really feel like a spaceship pilot, and probably just as motion sick as one. Oh god, why? When will it stop? I definitely recommend this game to people who are interested in sci-fi shows like Star Wars and Star Trek. If you play this game for long enough, you might find yourself monologuing like Captain Picard.
Space, the final frontier.
Or continually exploding like a Star Wars extra in an X-Wing. Well, if you're willing to spend a little while learning how to fly properly and looking at a couple of YouTube tutorials, then I definitely think you should give this game a shot. And I'm sure if you've already played this game, you'd agree with me when I say this game is not for everyone. But hey, Steam's refund policy is pretty lenient. The only problem is it usually takes more than 2 hours to learn, so by the time you've learned, you don't really get a choice about refunding it. Anyway, thanks a lot. That was my opinion on Elite Dangerous. Hey, thanks for watching. This is a pilot episode for a new type of video series I'm testing out on my channel. If you want more of this type of content, please make sure you give it a like and subscribe. Maybe leave a comment about what game you want me to talk about next, or if you have anything to add to what I've said. I really appreciate any kind of feedback. Thanks again, I'll see you around.